Otis.
Hello, Leandrea.
How are you today?
I'm cool. How are you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to our viewers. Today is the 139th episode of Erongo Talk, and it's Friday. Hallelujah, amen. TGIF. So today we join you from Desert Explorers here in Swakopmund. Now this is the place to be for go-karting, quad biking, and camel rides.
Yes.
So we have an absolutely packed show for you.
Jam-packed.
Yes.
Yes. And then what day are we celebrating?
Oh, today we are celebrating Brown Shoes Day. Like you see, Otis is with a theme.
My palace. Yes. And we also bring you the news, footage of the Erongo Regional Council is being sworn in, the weather, the tides, and some entertainment vibes. We also feature an interview with Rainer Von Hatten, the co-owner of Nautilus Studios, and local artist Lorenzo Nomad Beukes, who discussed the recently concluded All Ears music event. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment. Yes, Leandrea, in today's news segment, the municipality advertised, that's now the municipality of Walvis Bay, advertised that it would be selling 79 single residential, 5 general residential, 14 local businesses, 1 undetermined, and 36 light industrial erven in Swakopmund, Meersa, and Narwal by way of private treaty. So the sale was to target potential buyers on a first come first serve basis as from 7 December. At Swakopmund Council Chambers from 8:30 to 1 o'clock. So early Thursday afternoon, the municipality announced that the sale of the erven had been cancelled, and shortly thereafter said that it was postponed.
Yeah, it caused quite a lot of confusion. Now the sale has been postponed until further notice and not cancelled as indicated earlier. Now a new date will be announced at a later stage. Council apologizes for any inconvenience. A post on the municipal Facebook page said.
Okay. So some residents have been sleeping at the Swakopmund municipal offices for the last 4 days. Unconfirmed reports have it that some of these residents were paid by local businessmen to secure their spot for one of the erven. Municipal Communications Officer Anita Kahiva said that the reasons for the postponement is because the new council will need time to familiarize themselves with the way the sale of erven has been handled.
Yeah, no, she basically said that soon all the councillors will undergo induction, after which council will announce a new date for the sale of the erven. Now we apologize to all who have been affected by this proposed postponement.
Yes. And then the newly elected mayor of Walvis Bay, Trevino Forbes, addressed the few individuals still at the municipal offices in Swakopmund.
Yeah, so basically he just said that the new council needs to sit down and look at the terms and the conditions of the sale of the erven because of previous fraud in land matters. He felt that they cannot allow land deals to continue unless the current council goes through it.
And he also suggested that people queuing at the municipality choose representatives among themselves and meet with him at his office.
Yeah, so he said that you need to choose representatives and he doesn't want anyone to be instigated or anyone to tell them what to say at the end of the day. He said that they need to come to them, to the new council, talk to them, and then they are going to clarify the entire process of what happened there.
Okay, so the mayor also explained that it's wrong to have people who already own property to buy more property.
Yes. So he said the entire process is just wrong and we need to look through these things and make sure it is done correctly. The new council cannot just take up things left behind by the previous council. If things go badly, you're going to come back to the new council and blame them. So they're trying to do away from that. So he said land and housing is already a problem in town and they need to sort out these issues before they take on any more land deals.
He also explained that council has only been in office for a few days, which makes sense.
Yes, technically they're supposed to be on recess during this time, but they decided no, they're going to stay behind and just deal with this situation, because what he said to the people yesterday is we were supposed to be on recess, so these things would have happened while we were gone. So they're trying to sort all of this out.
Now, some of these residents argue that first-time buyers cannot compete with property developers.
Yes, I mean in terms of money, I'm a first-time buyer as a property developer. They have millions. I have a few dollars in my bank account. So they just want a piece of their own land and they just want a house. That's the crux of the matter. So some say that some of their names have even been on lists at the municipality since as back as 2002 and still they don't own their own property.
Yes.
So that's why some of them were sleeping them, some of them were paid to stay in the queue at the end of the day, but it just shows the desperation the people have to own their own piece of land and to have their own house at the end of the day.
We know that housing and land is an issue throughout Namibia.
Yes,
in this
definitely.
vast Namibia. Yes,
Definitely.
Yes. And in Swakopmund, members of Eternal Glory Ministry held a
Wolfish
peaceful...
Bay. It's
Come
Wolfish Bay.
Oh. No, sorry. Yes, members of Eternal Glory Ministry held a peaceful demonstration in front of the Magistrates Court in Wolfish Bay. Yes. I was confusing this with another demonstration also for land.
Yes,
but this demonstration was... the parishioners demanded that their prophet, Katiana's Dr. Atomic Bomb, Shilimela, be released on bail. So the prophet and his co-accused are charged with fraud, theft and money laundering after they allegedly defrauded 5 unsuspecting women of about 800,000 Namibian dollars last year. So the congregation members stated that they are very disappointed in the Walvis Bay Magistrates Court and the judicial system.
Yeah, so basically in the petition they say that Article 10 in the Namibian Constitution makes clear that no person should be discriminated against based on any grounds.
They know their rights.
Yes, they know their rights, and Article 12 also says that everyone should be given a fair trial. Now basically they said we have rapists and murderers living freely in Namibia, yet the investigations are still going on. Why can't he be released on bail?
Sure, and they also felt that investigations can be done while the prophet is out on bail, as it has been done for others.
Yes. Now, since it's a faith-based organization, they say that we believe in the power of the bloodshed on the cross. Now, this blood spoke for many, including every human being. Now, they said, why are you treating him as a criminal? Did he kill anyone?
So, I know Ushona, who read the petition, said that they condemn the poor work performance of the police officers handling the case against their prophet.
Yeah, apparently the police have been delaying and they've been failing to carry out the investigations according to the qualified or to the required standards. That's according to the congregation. Now, apparently they've been failing to complete the investigation in a proper or in a reasonable time. They also said they are against the disorderly behavior the prophet is receiving while in custody at the hands of some police officers, treating him brutally as if he has no human rights. Now, they also said that we condemn the police officers who are calling church attendees and intimidating them with lies, forcing them to acknowledge the so-called misleading offense they are accusing our prophet of having committed.
Yes, so according to Shona, police officers are allegedly using dirty tricks and tactics by calling in people from their church to answer questions of things they have no clue due to a lack of evidence.
Yeah, apparently the police officers are very interested in their love lives. That's what they are saying.
It's not about the missing money
No,
now.
it's about very interested apparently about their love lives, and now they are saying this is very unacceptable, and the magistrate has no right to withhold bail to our prophet, and as he is not a danger to society. That's according to them.
Yeah, so the congregation demanded the immediate release of their prophet.
So he's still in custody, and he's supposed to appear in March, only March next year. His case was postponed to March next year, along with his other 2 co-accused. Now, they said that this date must be withdrawn with immediate effect, as they feel that their prophet deserves a fair trial date in December 2020, and he needs to be granted bail.
Now, at the previous appearance, Shilimela vehemently denied the allegations of fraud, theft by false pretenses leveled against him.
Yes, that was during the bail hearing. Because they already did a bail hearing, the magistrate said no, we're not going to give you bail. So he said that apparently the allegations are not true and there is no risk of any crimes being committed further on. But yesterday I spoke to the police about just what they were saying here, and he basically said no, let them show their true colors at the end of the day. Because a lot of these allegations, they are not true, or it's only according to them or what they are trying to say. So let's just check and see what this case is going to bring
In
about.
another story, Leandrea, Kuna Security and Anti-Poaching Unit has been very busy for the past 3 months.
Yeah, they say that poaching and cattle theft are out of control, just like we saw this morning on the front page of the Republican. There's an entire front page story about
It's
what
massive.
It's massive about the damage our farmers have
Incurred.
experienced
Yes,
over
yes,
this past
yes.
3 months. Now they basically said 50% more cases are being reported to us us than 4 months ago. Putsikune of Keisapu said.
Wow, wow. And according to him, between 2 and 7 cattle are stolen and slaughtered from farms in the Williamstal, Karibib and Kusakos area every week. However, the poaching of game has also increased
It's
significantly.
just terrible. That's someone else's way of living. Now they say in
Yes.
the past 7 days alone, they've investigated a case of 8 stolen cattle. Now other cases were also reported, which includes 25 goats were stolen in one case and 20 sheep in another.
Yeah, so this unit investigated the cases and recovered some of the stolen cattle. All cases occurred within a radius of 80 kilometers around Karibib. So Karibib is also a cattle theft hotspot.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and then,
yes.
however, the Williamstal farm has also been particularly hard hit. More than 50 oryx were poached there this year alone. Yeah, so thanks to a large-scale operation by Keisapu, 4 alleged poachers have been apprehended.
Oh wow. Now they say while 2 of the alleged perpetrators were not caught red-handed, we arrested them sometime later, although we are certain they were involved. Kune said.
So the other 2 were caught in the act and will remain in custody until the next court appearance on 8 December. So according to Kune, 5 men were involved in the slaughtering 8 oryx of the Klausdal farm in the Kan River Lodge vicinity. Yes.
No, they basically said they called for reinforcements from several farmers and struck last Saturday, 3 o'clock.
Wow.
Now a total of 31 people were part of the team assisting him.
Good work. So the
teamwork.
perpetrators had set up camp on the farm where they built wire snares and traps and slaughtered the 8 antelope.
So basically they said they were able to catch 2 men and the other 3 escaped on foot. So
Sure.
we still need to be on the lookout for them. And unfortunately they couldn't follow them due to poor visibility.
Yeah, so during the action, they discovered and secured 82 snares and traps. Ne?
Yeah. So they basically just said that the farmers need to be careful and vigilant. Very important. We need you around. So and report any signs of activity, suspicious activity immediately.
Sê nou vir iets op 'n bietjie ligter noot, dit is ons gaan mos daarom nou naweek se kant toe,
Ja.
Ja, so die jaarlikse FNB Sandman Triathlon sal Sondag soos die afgelope 36 jaar by die mole op Swakopmund plaasvind. OTB Sport wat die byeenkoms organiseer sê vanjaar is daar 'n sterk kontingent topatlete in die mans en vroue elite afdelings. Volgens OTB verwag hulle strawwe kompetisie in al die kategorieë. Dit is vir hulle 'n voorreg om die triathlon aan te bied en sonder die vrygewige borgskap van FNB wat vanjaar die 13de keer die byeenkoms as hoofborg ondersteun, sou dit moeilik gewees het om die kompetisie elke jaar te hou.
Ja, nee, dis maar dieselfde soos die Desert Dash. Hulle sê dit is lekker om 'n byeenkoms te hou waar daar plaaslike sowel as internasionale toeriste kan kom en dit geniet
Yes.
en mense wat kan
En
kom
sommer die
deelneem.
kus sien.
Ja, presies.
Ja,
Bietjie
kom
vakansie kom
experience die
hou.
kus.
Ons nodig reeds die toeriste
Ja,
om
sê.
bietjie te kom kuier.
Ja, so deelnemers het 'n keuse tussen die ultra 1.9 km swem, 90 km fietsry en 21.1 km draf of die standaard 1 km, 40 km, 10 km en die mini afstand 150 meter, 6 km en 'n 3 km. Ja, so Horst Newman, die verdedigende manskampioen wat 'n sterk fietsryers is, kan van Konrad Mares stewige teenstand in die lead afdeling verwag. David Gardner van Zimbabwe kan sy 5de oorwinning in die veteranklas behaal, maar Paul Brinkman is gereed om hom gas te
Ja,
gee,
sê.
sê hulle. Ja, by die meesters is Paddy Murphy gewoonlik in 'n klas van sy eie. So Benita Cash, nasionale driekamp kampioen, kan verwag dat Risa Dreyer haar al die pad gaan jag. So Cash, wat 'n sterk swemmer is, het die byeenkoms 2 keer van tevore ingepalm, terwyl Dreyer veral in die fietsry en drafskofte vol selfvertroue sal wees. Daar word ook van Adele Delery en Marion Hummel verwag om onderskeidelik die veterane en meesters titels in te palm. Die jong Diwan de Plooi, Namibië se senior nasionale manskampioen, is spyk op dreef en kan die standaard wedloop se elite afdeling wen. Deploy het tans nie sy gelyke nie en Herbert Pieter sal sy beste moet gee om enige indruk op hom te maak. So ja, OTB Sport het dan ook Afrika Marketing wat die tafels vir die waterpunte as ook personeel reeds vir etlike jare borg bedank. EMA sal vir die mediese ondersteuning sorg, het hulle gesê.
So vir ons kykers, julle moenie vergeet dat die Erongo Talk span gaan ook by die FNB Sandman Triathlon wees, so ons gaan vir julle die nuutste bring wat daar gebeur. En aan die ander kant, as jy dan nou kom kyk of jy's 'n deelnemer, kan jy 1000 Namibiese dollar losslaan.
Hoeveel?
Al wat die 1000 Namibiese dollar.
Stom geld.
Al wat jy moet doen is jy moet 'n 30 sekonde video maak van die triathlon wat jy daar maak nie saak van die fietsryers wat nou ry, van die
wat swem
of draf
manne
of
wat
wat ook al.
hardloop. Yes.
Maar dit moet by die FNB Sandman Triathlon wees. Dan stuur jy daai 30 sekonde video vir ons na 08117040. Dis 08117040. En dan kan jy dalk die gelukkige wenner wees.
Yes, en onthou, dit is maar net een van vele kompetisies
Wat nog kom.
wat aan die gang is
Ja,
en
ja.
wat nog gaan kom. En daarmee kom ons aan die einde van ons nuussegment vandag.
I, Deriu Indra Benson.
I, Florian Terapa Donatus.
Just keep your hands upraised during this swearing in. And then just follow me. Do hereby swear.
Do hereby swear.
And solemnly.
And solemnly.
And sincerely.
And sincerely.
Promise.
Promise.
To be faithful.
To be faithful.
To the Republic of Namibia.
To the Republic of Namibia.
To uphold and defend.
To uphold and defend.
The Namibian Constitution.
The Namibian Constitution.
And the laws of the Republic of Namibia.
And the laws of the Republic of Namibia.
And to perform my duties.
And to perform my duties
As member.
as member
Of the Regional Council.
of the Regional Council.
Diligently.
Diligently.
Honestly.
Honestly.
Fairly.
Fairly.
And to the best of my ability.
And to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Colleagues that are standing here in front of me, who is the media. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you very much. It's a beautiful morning this day. It is a pleasure to witness the oath taking and swearing in for the 6th Regional Council of this esteemed council. I would like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to all Namibians for a peaceful and orderly manner in which we have conducted ourselves during the just ended regional and local authority elections. The people of Namibia have spoken, and it is now our responsibility as leaders of this region to serve them with humility and dignity. I would like to thank the outgoing regional councillors for the great contribution you have made towards the development of the Erongo region. They have indeed set the bar high. Their leadership, mentoring, and commitment to the cause of the regional council and that of the inhabitants of this mighty region is commendable. Thank you for serving this nation with dedication. Thank you for guiding the technocrats and allowing them to smooth operate without political interference while serving the Erongo Regional Council. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. I see Honorable outgoing Councillor of Wafsway Eben as well as Honorable outgoing Councillor of Swakopmund in our midst here. Thank you very much for your service. We should be mindful of the mandate of the Regional Council as articulated in the Namibian Constitution, Chapter 12, Article 103, subsection 28, and the Regional Council Act 1992, Act number 22 of 1992, as amended. The main responsibility is to plan for and develop the region in a sustainable manner for the benefit of the people, and also by establishing, managing, and controlling constituencies and settlement areas, focusing on the core municipal services. I therefore urge you to familiarize yourself with the core values and strategic intents of the Erongo Regional Council and continue to strive to live by these values. In the same vein, I urge you to uphold the laws of our country, as you will soon affirm in the oath-taking. The Regional Councillors elect, regional development requires close cooperation and collaboration with the stakeholders in the region. I will therefore emphasize on collective effort, good governance, and inclusivity of all in our region. As leaders, it is our collective responsibility to ensure that Erongo prosper and its inhabitants' socio-economic status improve on a daily basis. And we should look at service delivery to our people. I believe you are elected by the inhabitants of this mighty region to serve them, and I have no doubt in my mind that you will execute your duties and tasks to the best of your ability, and also to the best as you can. Let us go out there in our region, make it great, and make our people happy, and unite our people as we are starting on with a new chapter in terms of the new mandate of the Regional Council. With these few words,
All right, I'm joined here by Lorenzo Beukes, also known as Nomad, as well as Rainer, aka Rain Man, Rainer Von Hatten, here at Nautilus Studios. And we're having the All Ears project happening at the moment. And yes, starting off with Rainer, tell me, what is this project all about?
Hi, Adolf. Hi, Nomad.
Hola.
Yeah, so the All Ears project is an online studio workshop and exhibition event. It's a mouthful, but the idea behind it is essentially a week-long recording session with session musicians from the coastal community, and at the same time we are streaming the recording session, the whole process, 5 days live on YouTube for the general public, to basically have access to production information and just to see what happens behind the scenes in a recording studio. We tend to all hear music once it's done, and we don't most of us don't realize how much work goes into actually producing, arranging, writing music, writing a song. Especially in Namibia, because we're such a young country, we thought this kind of event would be so valuable, especially to the coastal community that doesn't get a lot of exposure when it comes to music and entertainment, to just to just let Namibia know that we're here. We've got really great and talented musicians here. We're even joined by a few musicians from around the country, just to diversify a bit, just to make it more of a rounded experience. And that's essentially what we're doing here this week.
Right, and one of the musicians is right here with me, Nomad, who's been doing very well in the industry so far. But sticking with you, Rainer, what inspired this? We know that there was obviously the National Art Council of Namibia also donated some funds, and is this also, that's probably one of the reasons why you guys had this? Tell me, what is the other reasons why you guys decided to have this project?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, this event is funded by the National Arts Council of Namibia, COVID-19 Relief Fund. Partly the reason we decided to do this, but let's take it a bit back to when we built the studio originally. When we were in early production development with the concept of building a studio in Swakopmund, our biggest kind of idea was to create an accessible environment, not only for musicians and artists, but generally for the community. That's why we set the studio up, to be able to live stream, to have camera feeds, because we were always planning on showcasing production sessions and recording sessions, because we feel like it's an under experienced thing here in Namibia. People really don't know how music is made and what the value of it realistically is, you know. So when we built Nautilus Studios, the idea was always to be an audio video production facility, so that we can be as flexible and diverse as possible. So that's where the whole concept started. And for the last 4 years, obviously myself and my business partner Gernot Fritze have been working relentlessly to produce quality content for the coast, and we haven't really ever gotten a chance to put the studio's full potential to use. So when COVID came along earlier this year, first reaction was, this is bad, this is a bit of a downer. But immediately after that, we realized that this is presenting such an opportunity for us to finally get to do some of the things we set out to do, not have to focus too much on running the business. And now we have some time to finally focus on our community and focus on artist development. COVID-19 Relief Fund from the Namibian National Arts Council of Namibia came along, and we thought, great opportunity. Let's try and apply for it. We wrote a proposal that we thought was diverse enough to not be too monotonous, but we wanted it to be like a first of its kind thing, especially for the coastal region. Took us a few weeks to write it and get it all in order, but once it's sent, it was received with positive thoughts, and that's basically why we are here today.
Awesome. And the artists are benefiting and learning a lot of skills as well, learning what they can get out of this. And how has let me go to Nomad. How has your experience been here as an artist during this all years?
Hello, Adolf, Rainman, the audience. Look, to start off, like, I've been lucky enough to be involved with Nautilus from the beginning. I've seen this place grown to what it is right now. I've been lucky enough to record here before, like twice, my band album with Wakambi, Bedisia, and then of course with Storytate, me and Rainman. And all that has always been amazing. But this whole week so far has just been on a whole another level. Yeah. Being able to not just network, but to actually write with an established musician and lyricist such as Rian Smith, to do work with Gary Dredd, who I've always appreciated as a friend, Zacharias Kam, like Dennis, Desmond, the drummers, like the drummer and the bassist. Shout out, you guys are amazing. Gernot's always been like someone with such a different viewpoint of music. So seeing him being able to basically educate the audience in what he does. Like, that's amazing to experience that. Him and Adam, they've been doing an amazing job in just making sure that the sound and the audio is what we need it to be. And August, as the presenter and host, like, it's a whole new thing for him, but he's learning really quick in these past 2 days. So I think it's been amazing to see everyone just united and just pulling the ship in the same direction. That's been awesome.
Awesome. Right, and you're talking about now August also interviewing some artists. And what has your direct involvement been? Are you also involved in maybe recording of a song and so on? And how has that process been?
Well, yesterday I came in as an assistant to Rain Man on the camera work. So yesterday I was just in for assisting on that. Today I'm here because I'm busy for vocal recording of one of the songs, and tomorrow I'll be here for vocal recording and an interview again. I'm also up on the live stream at 6 o'clock with Klasman and Kato, and we'll be interviewed as Khoisan, so we'll be talking about that for a minute. Yeah, but I'm just being here. Like, even if I had nothing to do this week, even if I didn't get invited, like, there's no way anyone was keeping me out of the studio. I would have found a way in. Like, it's amazing to be here. Yeah, bro.
All right, moving on to your music. You guys Khoisan released a hot single out there. The video is off the chains. Tell us more about Khoisan, the clique itself, and also the song that you guys recently released.
Yeah, Khoisan was never meant to be a hip-hop crew or anything like that. It was always meant to be a movement. The aim has always been educating via hip-hop, and especially Afrikaans hip-hop. And we've been lucky enough to record 2 tracks so far together. The first one was Khoisan, which we did like 2 years ago. The video was well received. And then this year we did Ka Danap. And the whole message behind the song was because we have felt like there's so much going on in this country that seems to just get swept under the rug. And we've always been about just highlighting these things. And it's not supposed to be a political song. I know it turned out in that sense, but it was never meant to be a political song. It was meant to be social commentary. It was meant to be us telling everyone and telling the people who do not believe that we won't be giving up. And I think it's amazing how the video has been received by the people outside. We've had a bucket load of views on YouTube already the past week and a half. The video's been up. I get constant messages, whether it's text, WhatsApp, or Facebook, from people asking for the song and just complimenting us on the song. The comments on YouTube, the comments on Facebook, everyone's just been so acceptive and responsive for the song. So it's been awesome. And it's also inspired us to do a lot more. We've got so much planned for the future. Yeah.
Awesome stuff. So, in conclusion, Rainer, what is your final word? And also, can you tell us what are as you can see, the band is enjoying themselves here in the background. Awesome stuff. Tell us also what is your closing remarks, and also what are your links where we can find All Ears on Instagram, Twitter, as well as on Facebook.
Yeah, so first of all, I just want to say how much we all, especially Nautilus Studios, appreciates the opportunity to host this event. I don't think people really understand what it takes to get such a diverse group of people into a room together. This has been a monumental challenge, and to be able to sit here today and see it all come together and the musicians all enjoying themselves is quite a bit of a payoff, especially for, once again, the Erongo region. You know, we don't ever get these kinds of opportunities. If you speak to any one of the musicians here today, this is an experience of a lifetime for them. I think everybody's learning constantly since yesterday, since the rehearsal sessions. So we're very, very proud of what we've accomplished, and the week hasn't even finished yet. There's still a lot coming up, and yeah, man. Regarding social media, you can find All Ears or follow All Ears on Facebook at All Ears Nam, and on Instagram at allears_NAM. And obviously you can follow Nautilus Studios on Facebook, Nautilus NAM, and on Instagram, nautilus.nam, to follow our progress, to see future events, future recording sessions. We are very active online. Yeah.
Right, so that was Rainer Von Hatten as well as Lorenzo Beukes, aka Nomad. Do keep on watching Erongo Talk.
And we are talking entertainment vibes. It's Friday. It's Friday.
Now, the Dance Factory Swakopmund hosts the Pause Dance production at the Nama Primary School Hall on Friday. Now, according to one of the choreographers, McBreton Peters, Pause was created to carry across to audiences how 2020 and COVID-19 impacted the creative industry.
So Peter said that as instructors, they are coming together to showcase what they have gone through emotionally and how the pandemic created a creativity block. The storyline shows their experiences as dancers and how they feel about everything they have gone through.
Now, Pause also marks the beginning of the annual Dance Week with the production starting at 7. Now, Dance Week, which runs from 4 to 11 December, is a platform where dancers of 3 years and older from all over Namibia come together to experience dance styles brought together by instructors from Africa and Europe. Now, the styles vary from fusion, funk and ballet to jazz and contemporary. Now, Pause choreographer and instructor Quentin Jacobs has been a dancer for 7 years, explained why he chose dancing as a career.
Yes, Jacob said that he could never see himself in a traditional 9 to 5 workplace or office. He have always been a very creative person and had an interest in dancing since he was young, but never took the step. It was actually Dance Week that introduced him to dancing when he saw a poster in 2013. That is what pushed him to start dancing.
Now, from 5 to 10 December of the Dance Week, dancers participate in a workshop teaching them various aspects of dancing. Now, a closing show takes place on the final day, which is 11 December, to end the week in a spectacular style.
Ja, so 'n groep talentvolle musiekie bied op 8 Desember 'n strykonsert by die NG Kerk op Swakopmund aan. Christa Lambrechts, leier van die vioolskool en leier van die Young Strings and Strings Attached, sal die gehoor wys hoe musikale vordering oor die jare bereik word, van jong beginners tot by gevorderde leerlinge. Sy word nou bygestaan deur Susan Kingon en 2 cello leerlinge, Christian Ast en van Trio Feminale, die bekende musikale trio van die Kus, wat ook 'n komposisie sal speel, skuif agter die klavier, klaversimbol in. Viool, altviool, cello en die kontrabasmusiek sal die vertrek vul. So verskillende musikale genres soos onder meer die sonata, die concerto grosso en ander sal gedurende die strykonsert opgevoer word. Kaartjies kos $50 per persoon en kan by Nadia bespreek word by 0644040040. Ek herhaal die nommer vir julle, 0644040040. En kaartjies sal ook by die deur beskikbaar wees. Die sitplekke is nie genommer nie, dus die wat eerste opdag sal die beste sitplekke kry en die konsert begin om 18 uur.
Ja, nee, dat raak nou lekker bedrywig van is December. Now, the most eagerly anticipated albums of 2020 have finally been released. Now, the multi-award winning Top Cherry, Monica Piñas, Cherry Co, Jerome Govenup, as well as Space, Rivaldo van der Reever, and ESB, Eduardo Riobo, dropped their albums recently. Now, just another fun fact, you need to check out the show because we're going to play a music video by ESB and Space. Now, a fun thing, our colleague out of Kaure is also featuring in the video. So you must let us know in the comments if you spot him. Shabma. So if you spot him in the comments, just let him know, spot him. So Top Cherry, who's originally from Walvish Bay and currently resides in Windhoek, won 2 awards at the 2019 NBC MTC Namibia Annual Music Awards for the Best Newcomer and Album of the Year for album Fertile. Now, a track calling Heaven is currently making waves online. It has reached over 960,000 views on YouTube, and she is heading for the 1 million mark. Now, Top Cherry played an instrumental role in PDK's nomination of the recently concluded 2020 NBC MTC Namas. Now, she featured on the awards Song of the Year titled Saka by PDK. Now, the song also features the other members of the box team, otherwise in King Elegant. Now, the aforementioned are some of the reasons I recently released. So, for my album, Teether is one of the music industry has been anticipating.
Yes, she said the album contains generous verses, flirty flows, and sexy vocals.
Yes, what you can expect from Top Cherry. Now, the 13th November, Exit Dice, Dama Monique, Tekla, and Mushe feature on the 15-track album with songs like Coco, Can't Lie to You, Why, and others expected to become hits. Now, the 13th November released album is available on all online music platforms. Now, another award-winning artist, Jericho, also released his long-awaited album, The Recovery. Now, the 2011 Namas Male Artist of the Year has been on a journey of self-discovery. Now, the 16-track album features songs like Church, Promise to Change, and Jesus Says I'm a King. Now, Desmond Katamila, who features on the project, said a status on Facebook congratulating the Kariba-based Jericho on releasing the album.
My boy is about to drop the hardest hitting album this year. I'm not just saying that because I'm on it. The Recovery is out on the 30th of November. Make sure you get your copy, Desmond said.
Yeah, no, it's good to have a legend like Jericho back in the
Yes,
business.
yes,
Now, Wolfish Base.
For the right reasons.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Now, Wolfish Bay-based Space and ESB has quickly risen as fan favorites in the music industry. Now, after working with 2016 Namas Female Artist of the Year Monique English for the song Red, which earned the singer 2 nominations at this year's awards, Space and ESB were on many music lovers' lips. Now, the duo went on to claim the #1 position on the Dubs local hit list, top 10 on Fresh FM for 6 consecutive weeks for their hit Alibi. Now, that's the music video we're also going to play today. Now, fans were begging for more until they finally got an entire project which Space and ESB released on 20 November. Now, the album is titled Inside Out, and after releasing a quality music video for the song Alibi, fans cannot complain as the album is a musical gift.
And then well-known designer Kaino Ipuleni Matheus of Couture by Kim features her CBK Safari line at this year's MTC Windhoek Fashion Week. The Swakopmund based designer shared what inspired the collection, which consists of 11 designs.
Now, she says the collection is inspired by Avambo traditional wear, a material that was traded by Finnish missionaries. Now, this was researched to fill the gap in our tourism fashion industry.
So according to Kim, the CBK Safari line is unique and different from her other collections.
Now, basically, she says that the line is designed as a long-lasting collection. The plan is to change designs only every 2 to 3 years. We made a big investment in this collection, spending a lot on photo shoots and the creation of a professional website for selling it to fashion buyers and for online purchases. I'm also working with locals to increase productivity and have our designs brought to life.
So Kim graduated with a higher diploma in visual arts as well as an honors degree in tourism management and geography from the University of Namibia. She says that tourism and fashion industry drew her to her current concept.
Now, furthermore, she says that the tourism means art and everything else sold and made is art. I love creating, and this makes me look at the gap we have in the tourist industry, namely clothing. Most of the safari clothes available here come from South Africa. While it does speak Africa, except for leather shoes and bags, does it scream Namibia?
This lady is talking sense,
Yes.
and it was the first time for her to be chosen to showcase her work at WFW.
Yes. Now, I feel like I know what it means to showcase at a national show, she says, but I'm pretty nervous and excited that I got the opportunity to showcase my safari collection as it still needs to reach the world.
There are several other Namibian designers showcasing their collections, like Strike by Ali Tobias, Ondahala by Pieta Amwala, and Chai Creations by Maija Kachaimo. International designers include the award-winning Kasonda Nkolo of Kaslita Designs and Kabaso Nkandu of Nkandu Yatu Designs, both from Zambia.
Now, I am honored and appreciate being part of all the designers. It's not often you are given a platform to be recognized for your hard work and for your creativity.
Yes, so the Windhoek Fashion Week started on the 1st of December. The annual event, which is taking place for the 5th year, concludes on the 6th of December. The Safari by CBK line will hit the runway on 4 December during slot 3 of the Fashion Week at 10:30.
Yes, and that is your entertainment news. Since it's Friday, we also bring us some nice entertainment vibes. But you can check out this and so much more on our website at www.erongo.com.na, www.erongo.com.na.
And now for the weather and tides. The sun arrived between 8 minutes past 6 and 11 minutes past 6 and will set between 26 minutes to 7 and 24 minutes to 7 for all the major towns in the Erongo region. The first high tide for today arrived at 27 minutes to 6, followed by a low tide at 21 minutes past 11. The second high tide will arrive at 21 minutes to 6, followed by a low tide at 21 minutes to 12 in the evening. Yes.
And then now, since it's weekend, we have your weekend tides as well. So on Saturday, high tide will be at 16 minutes past 6, low tide will be at 9 minutes past 12, high tide will be at 27 minutes past 6, and then low tide will be at 27 minutes past midnight, low tide on Saturday. And then Sunday, high tide will be at 8 minutes past 7, low tide will be at 12 minutes past 1, high tide will be at 28 minutes past 7, and then low tide will be at 29 minutes past 1, and that's the next day.
So the best times to go fishing are as follows. For today, between 5 minutes past 4 and 7 minutes past 5. For Saturday, 7 minutes to 5 and then 5 minutes to 6. And then on Sunday, from 6 minutes to 6 until 4 minutes to 7. Yes.
Now moving on to your weather. Now for today here in Walvish Bay, we are expecting a maximum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius with a west-northwesterly wind of 11 kilometers per hour. For tomorrow, a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. Now Sunday, the temperatures are exactly the same with a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius.
Swakopmund will experience a maximum of 18 with a 11 kilometer per hour strong west-northwesterly wind today, with a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 18 predicted for tomorrow, and a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 18 predicted for Sunday.
And then for Henties Bay, maximum for today 18 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind of 11 kilometers per hour. For Saturday and Sunday, the temperatures are exactly the same, of a minimum of 12 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius.
Yes, Arandas will experience a maximum of 26 and a 13 kilometer per hour strong westerly wind today, with a minimum of 9 and a maximum of 25 predicted for tomorrow, and then a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 25 predicted for Sunday.
And then moving on to Usakos, maximum for today 36 degrees Celsius with a westerly wind of 11 kilometers per hour. For tomorrow, a minimum of 11 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius. And then for Sunday, a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 35 degrees Celsius.
It's getting hot.
Yes,
it's getting hot.
is.
Ne? Yes, Karibab will experience a maximum of 36 with an 11 kilometer per hour west-northwesterly wind today, with a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 37 predicted for tomorrow, and a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 35 predicted for Sunday.
And then finally for Maruru, maximum for today is 37 degrees Celsius with a southwesterly wind of 11 kilometers per hour. And then for tomorrow, a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius. And then finally for Sunday, a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius. Now that is your weather and tides for today and the rest of the weekend.
Paint Namibia a new color with our top quality Neo-Dur PVA paint. Neo Paints produces high quality paint inspired by Namibia. Buy 2 Neo Dur 20-liter paint in our standard or new trendy colors and get a 2-piece overall free. Neo Dur is highly washable, UV resistant and has an 8-year guarantee. Promotion is offered nationwide at participating hardware stores and is valid from 25 September to 12 December. For more info, visit neopaints.com. T's and C's apply. Neo Paints, a coat of excellence.
Yes, so that concludes an action-packed show for you
Yes.
guys today.
Yes, I never thought I would sit on a camel today, but here we are. Dis kap van die woestyn. So remember to check out our website at www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. Also let us know what's happening in your town. Check out for our competitions at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040. Now on Sunday you can follow the latest updates on our Facebook page about this F&B Sandman Triathlon. Also follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. And like I said, it's December. Desert Explorers is the place to be, like you can see here. But remember, we're still in the festive season. We're still in COVID-19, so take care of yourselves. We're going to play out with a song by ESB Space called Alibi, and there goes Otis! So until next time, bye!
Say, Mark Sharp.
You alright?
Yeah, but first.
She crazy, yeah. If you go for diamonds and pearls, my love, nothing in this world would last. Alright, we were loving tonight. Treat you well, yeah. They ain't gotta know about us, baby. First thing first, give me your trust, baby. Tell me a little about yourself, yeah. A little about your health, yeah. You work out for bigger, but do you? Yeah. You probably don't feel enough, do you? Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning comes. Till the morning come. Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning come. Morning come, treat you well, yeah. They ain't gotta know about us, baby. First thing first, give me your trust, baby. Tell me a little about yourself, yeah. A little about your health, yeah. You work out for bigger, but do you? Yeah. You probably don't feel enough, do you? Let me show you what I can do for you. You better, I got a table for two. We could just love till the morning come. We could just talk till